Hey, Sean, welcome to an evening post. Thank you for clicking on this. It means a lot to me. I was thinking about this show, and now we're sort of in the third full week of creating daily videos on my quest to do 30 days of nonstop posting. We're halfway through, and I'm starting to think about what did I imagine this would be and what should it be. And first of all, there's an interesting thing. Whenever you have an online platform where you're publicly posting things, be it an Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, whatever, wherever you post stuff, wherever influencers and content creators post things, when you have a public persona like that, regardless of the size of the audience, you need to have boundaries and lines, and you curate what you share. And for some people, that becomes like a forced positivity thing where they always want their videos to be, at a 9 or a 10 with the energy. And then there's some people who present a very composed, very calculated persona. They're portraying themselves as an expert in something, and not that they aren't an expert, but they take anything that doesn't support that out of the videos, and what they leave is their expertise. And then there's people who share absolutely everything, and they're just an open book, and you rise and fall with them, and you know the names of their friends and family and kids, and it's all an open book. And I'm trying to figure out where I fit in, because I've been doing this for a while, and there's things that I don't want to share. There's emotions that I want to keep to myself. There's situations that happen. There's things in life that aren't unexpected that happen that I don't want to talk about, that I don't want to describe, but it's difficult to just ignore them, and I feel like it's inauthentic to just not mention them. But with anything like this, I always feel like if I made content around one of these life events, it would be capitalizing on it or exploiting it for the sake of views and followers or what have you. And so I'm hesitant to share even some of the things that I might be willing to share, just because some of the sadder things, it wouldn't be for sympathy or for likes, but it's to share that experience. And so as I was thinking about this series, as I'm sort of the halfway point of making 30 episodes of posting every day, I'm looking back at how even a week ago, how I saw it evolving, and how I'm imagining more of like a late show, Tonight Show kind of vibe, where maybe in its perfect presentation, it would be like a well-written summary of the day's news, maybe, or some thoughts about what's happening, so that you could turn it on at night, sort of wind down with it. But the more I read the news, even though I think the world is slowly getting better, it's also sad and tragic, and most of it, while it's good to be aware of it, it can be exhausting to stay so informed, especially when there's not much really that we can do as individuals on any given day to fight some of these bigger problems, aside from having the conversations and educating ourselves and stuff. But there's so much that goes on that it's just a bummer, and to make jokes about it is a way to process it, but so is just sort of avoiding what you don't need to know to an extent. And so as I've thought about it, I don't want this evening post to go to a place where we're dissecting the daily news and trying to make the most of it or something like that, because I feel like I want this posting to be a place where you can come and know that it hopefully won't trigger anything that you're sensitive about and upset with global happenings and politics and things like that. I want this to be a place where we can share common emotions, whatever may trigger them, and maybe work harder to understand ourselves and each other a little bit more, in hopes that we will find even happier solutions together as a society, as a world. So that's all I got today. Be nice to people. Be nice to people. You never know what somebody's going through. And sometimes the last thing that someone may need is you to be mean to them. So be nice to somebody. And hey, if you want to, when this video's over, text somebody. Text somebody that you haven't talked to in a while. Just send them a text and say, hey, hope you're doing good. Something like that. That's all I got. I'll see you tomorrow.